Hey guys, welcome back to the Roberts Homestead and How-Tos, and on this video I'm going to be showing you the ins and outs of our new playground slash swing set. Stay tuned. So my wife has the great idea that, hey, our girls sure would love a swing set and a slide. Why don't you build them one? So I can't say no to my girls. So the next thing you know, I'm down at the home improvement store looking at kits, looking online, looking at designs, options, what we're going to do. We found this exact design at an orchard nearby. We took the girls to get some fruit and they played on this thing forever. We had to drag them off to get them to go shopping and do the other stuff. So we knew that they would like this basic setup, this basic design. It's nothing crazy, too fancy. So I basically just wrote down all the stuff that I thought I would need as far as the lumber and the hardware and the swings and the slide and all that stuff, and kind of priced it out and compared it to some ready-made kits at Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot, Sam's Club, all that stuff. The cost is pretty comparable. You're not gonna save, I wouldn't think, you're not gonna save a ton of money. However, I will say this: if you're buying it yourself, like I did, you're going to be able to get, in my opinion, probably better quality wood. This is going to be, we got pressure treated wood. What I saw in some of those kits just looked kind of cheap. It just didn't look like it would hold up. It's probably fine. But anyway, we just decided to do things our own way. And that way we could just build it how we wanted to. So anyway, I didn't record the build process itself. I started to, and I quickly realized that this was going to be a much bigger task, a bigger project than I originally imagined that it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be one of those easy things that we'd knock out in an afternoon. That didn't happen. So I quickly realized that it probably wasn't going to be a PG rated video. There were probably a few extra cuss words and maybe even some that we made up. But anyway, we got it done. We didn't make a video of the build because of that reason, and it would have been like a 5-hour video. So anyway, the purpose of this video is just to show you what we did, but also show you some tips, pointers, pro tips, and hopefully share some frustrations that I had during this process that hopefully you can avoid if you decide to go down this route as well. So anyway, I'm going to flip this camera around and I'm going to walk you through some stuff. Hopefully you find it helpful. We'll see. All right, so the first frustration, the first thing I'm going to start with are these brackets here, this bracing. In the original swing set that the girls played on, they looked exactly the same, except when I got these in the mail, I noticed these just looked and felt super thin, super cheap, super thin, flimsy, compared to what I'd seen on the other swing set. I don't know if they got it somewhere else or if they made it themselves, but it just seemed to be much thicker, much sturdier. So that's my number one complaint. And those brackets we got on Amazon, and you use them on both sides of each brace here. And it didn't matter whether it was Amazon, Home Depot sells them. They're all the same style, same colors, same thickness, same everything. So I don't think it's going to matter where you get those if you go with that style. They're just kind of cheap, and I wasn't too happy with those. And once we got everything put together, it didn't feel like it was very sturdy. Now, it felt sturdy for swinging, so this way, but this way, I could just get on the end and barely put a little bit of pressure this way, and the whole thing, I'm exaggerating, it didn't sway that much, but it did sway some, which made me not too happy with the situation. That's why I went back and I added some extra bracing. This little deal right here was not on the original swing set playground that we saw at the orchard, but I felt like this needed some additional bracing to prevent the side to side sway, and it's done a fabulous job. So I did one there, and there, and it seemed to have helped a lot. Now, some other bracket options are maybe better, I'm not sure, but instead of this like trapezoid type shape that you put on either side, some braces attached to the upper beam and then have I don't know what to call it, like a socket that the board fits in at a perfect angle. Those might work better, but again, those look like they were super thin as well. So I don't know, just depends on, I guess, how big your kids are, how rough they're going to play on this. I wanted it to be safe. I also added this cross beam was on the original, this one wasn't. I added that one up there just to give it a little extra support. The swings, so this hardware is probably a little bit of overkill. These right here will hold a ton of weight. One thing that was annoying though are the swings that we got, and I got all this, just as a heads up, I got all this at Menards. These swings are only rated at 120 pounds. So the pink one is fine for our little one. She's not that heavy, but compare the thickness or lack of thickness of this chain versus this chain. And it may be hard to tell on video, but I did not want my oldest child to risk breaking the swing just because she's bigger. So we kept the swing itself, but I just cut or took off the original chains and just bought some heavy duty or thicker chains, and also some thicker connections up here. So anyway, that is that, and I will show you my big blunder that slowed us down. You'll notice my boards down here have a weird angle cut, not on one, not on two, but every single one. That is because when we originally came out here to put this together, these ends down here that are cut at an angle, I had attached in here. But the problem that I originally did is I didn't have the board in like this, I had the board like this. And I quickly realized that that wasn't going to work because the angle wasn't lining up properly with the shape of that bracket. So I made all these cuts on every single board, and then we refit them, and I quickly realized, hey, this fits better now, but it doesn't look right. That's because I had the board twisted, so I had this part like this. Yeah, so that's why all the bottoms are cut in a weird way, but whatever, it works. All right, coming over to the slide, that we had 3 different options to choose from. This is the biggest one. The yellow one was pretty short. There were 2 green ones. I think this is a 5 foot, maybe a 6. The other one was like 3 or something, I don't know. But anyway, depending upon how big you want your slide and how much of a slope you want that to be on, keep that in mind. That's going to determine the height of your deck. Now, another thing that I did mess up on, again, guys, I'm no carpenter. I'm just trying to make this fun for my kids. I'm learning as I go, but if I had to do it all over again, these boards right here, I cut too short, just enough to fit on this board. Ideally, if you're going to do this, make the length of these boards come out to here. Reason being, once the kid gets up here to go down the slide, that's a pretty decent hole right there that they can fall out of. That's why I added this and this to cover up that gap. So if they had more floor space out here, it would be a whole lot safer. There also wouldn't be this gap right here that I'm not a huge fan of, but these little crossboards, they kind of add a little safety. I also added these handles. This just makes, once they get up to this top step, a whole lot easier and a whole lot safer for them to added handles here too to get on up to this platform. I mean, she's only 4 right now. She's getting ready to turn 5. We just don't want her falling off, breaking an arm or something. She does need to be careful. If you do build this, your kid does need to be careful not to stand up and bust their head on that. So far that's not happened, but I'm sure it'll happen one of these days. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of, oh yeah, we've got this circle swing, net swing, spider web swing, whatever you want to call it. This extra side, make sure you leave enough space to whatever type of swing or whatever you want to put here, even like a baby swing, that you've got enough room left over. Now, another thing I will say about the top beam, we went with a 6x6. Some of the stuff I've seen online, and especially some of those kits, I think they just use 4x4, which to me just did not seem like heavy duty enough. to support everything. So as far as wood goes, we went with, like I said, the 6x6 there. We went with different swing attachments there just because they were a little bit cheaper and didn't need the heavy duty ones on this swing. 4x6 posts for the A-frame, 2x6 for these braces, and then just your simple 2x4s for these cross braces and the platform for the slide. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, so these structural screws work a whole lot better than just your typical wood screw. They look like that. This was a T25, but they've got this extra round part of the screw. Just more heavy duty, grabs the wood a whole lot better, a whole lot more secure. So if you're going to do this, make sure you get something like that. That's going to work a whole lot better for securing the weight. Now, another thing too, if you want to add stability to your slide so that it's not swaying back and forth and ripping off the top, because up here it's only attached by 1, 2, 3 screws that came with the slide itself, but you don't want, you know, this plastic with the weight of the kid sliding down, you don't want it shifting. So what I did here was just cut a couple of 2x4s and then saw them to a point, and with a hammer just drove them into the ground a few inches so that it gives the slide stability and a base so that it's not shifting as they come down the slide. But that's about it, guys. Leave any questions in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Give yourself plenty of time to build this. Do not be in a rush. Get as much help as you can. This is definitely not a single person job. At a bare minimum, you need 2 people. The more the merrier. If you have 3 or 4, it's just going to make life a whole lot easier. We use the tractor. Oh yeah, let me talk about this, because this was the part that took the longest and was the most annoying. Was initially getting the A-frame post connected to the brackets and connected to the I-beam, or the beam across the top. Once you get that done, everything else is fine and easy. That was the biggest thing, because the biggest worry that I had was that with the angle you have of these posts, the weight of the post, as you were assembling, was going to be too much and it was going to rip out of the bracket itself. So videos that I saw of other people building similar swing sets, they were assembling that on the ground and then tilting everything up, but they were also using much smaller and lighter weight posts, and I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. So we luckily have the tractor, so I use the tractor to support the beam, and then we just kind of what am I trying to say here? We built this part first, had this part lifted up in the air. Anyway, there's more than one way to do this. I'm sure we made things more complicated than they needed to be. But again, the biggest challenge you're going to have is how you decide to assemble the A-frames to the beam, whether you do that on the ground and then lift it up, or if you're able to have that supported and then you attach them like we did. Either way, you do need several people to help you. It's not easy. It can be dangerous. This wood's heavy. Just be careful. Also has a nice little shade area for your security. But yeah, guys, any questions that you have, the girls absolutely love it. They're out here all the time. They love the swing set, and with the added stability, this thing's pretty rock solid. Pretty happy with it so far. But yeah, any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.
Unicorn is going to be, you're going to go to face, and you're just going to swing for a little bit, and you're going to go to face, and after that, you're going to go to a unicorn, and then after that,
Success.
I'm going to go to a real unicorn, and go to, like, eat Cheetos with your